in terms of what OTs can address, as I said, they address everything from physical needs to cognitive, to psychosocial, to sensory perception, to physical, to mental health, well-being, and quality of life. So you can have lots of different therapeutic programs for all of those things. And as I said, OT gets very confusing because depending upon all the needs that you have, you're going to be seeing an OT for different things. But we're going to take the traumatic brain injury or stroke or anoxic brain injury as an example. So let's just pretend that we have a quilt. And the quilt has one weak thread. So we're going to look at that thread. So in terms of when you have a brain injury, what would be one of the most important weaker threads that we're looking at?
The memory thread.
That's what we're going to be looking at tonight, is the memory thread. I think it's really important when you just are looking at support groups and how to deal with your own life, you just take one thread at a time. Otherwise it gets really, really confusing.
Some people have the problem, physical problems, which are as great as a mental problem.
Absolutely.
Other people.
Absolutely. I will tell you how you can simplify it towards the end, but we're going to take this as memories. So we can all agree that we have memory issues here, including me. So with...
Pardon me, does that relate also to my biggest problem is organization?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, memory is interesting and it's great sometimes and it's lousy other times. The biggest thing is putting things in order. I mean, I can go to Nancy here and say, what's your name? That's no problem.
Right.
But I can't say, oh, what am I supposed to do right now? Oh, I'm supposed to say hi to Nancy. If I lose that, if I lose the order of things.
Yes. And that's part of organization, motor planning, memory. Everybody, there's so many different particulars.
Okay.
And we can all get lost in the jargon, and we can all get lost in the evaluations, and I could have 20 pages at least here so that you could be really impressed with all the words I know. But when all is said and done, you have to deal with your life every day. Every day, how are you going to make your life better? And you can't see a therapist every day. You can't see a massage therapist every day. You can't see an acupuncturist every day. You can't have it would be lovely, but nobody has the time or the money. So we will pinpoint that organization because, again, we're looking at an investment. Think in terms of money. So, okay, we have individual therapy at, say, $75 an hour. So if I can expand your brain a little bit while we're talking, we have therapists at $75 an hour, and then we have something that might cost between $500 to $700 and last you for many years. That's still a lot of money, but it's in the continuum of possibilities and helping you to hold your therapy programs as well as your organization. So just keep that in mind. So in terms of memory, it can be broken down into organization like you said, but then it gets really complex because, for instance, with OT and daily routines, we have your orientation to what happened to you. We have hygiene issues, we have toilet management, we have food preparation, grocery, eating, who's going to clean up, we have money management, we have socialization, community integration, remembering appointments. What do you like to do? Because if you like doing something that gives you pleasure, it sets off chemicals in your body that make you feel good. And so we want to feel good. That's really important. And then you have your care team, whether that's just your wife or other caregivers, so you have to deal with communication for them, behavioral and emotional issues, medical needs, and so on and so forth. How are you going to remember all of that if you have memory issues? It's overwhelming, isn't it? When you have to keep track of all the paperwork and all the folders and all the doctor's appointments, it's mind-boggling. So you have this stuff, and then you have a whole host of other things that's out there, which is the possibility of human potential, of our nervous system, of our brain. We can all tap into that, and it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. It just has to do with how we move closer towards that. And most people, we all, whether we have a brain injury or not, we all get stuff.